Welcome to this custom deep dive. If you've ever tried to run two separate high-definition video feeds into a single monitor, well, it usually ends in a lagging, chaotic collision.
Oh, yeah, an absolute mess.
Right. But today, we're looking at a $50 piece of hardware that acts as, like, an ultra-efficient traffic cop for your streams. We are diving into the WolfPack 1080p HDMI PIP switch from HDTV Supply. Okay, let's unpack this. Normally, routing two completely separate HDMI inputs onto one screen requires heavy, expensive gear. But this is just a simple 2-in, 1-out multi-viewer.
Exactly. You're basically taking two distinct video feeds and seamlessly merging them. And since you likely already know standard display modes like one view, picture-in-picture, or side-by-side two view, the real question is how this hardware handles the heavy lifting, without buckling.
Right, and my immediate thought is always about the audio.
Yeah.
Because if I'm watching two distinct feeds on one monitor, how does the system know which audio track to play?
That is a really great point.
Yeah, it seems like it'd just be a chaotic mess of overlapping sound.
What's fascinating here is how strictly it enforces spatial hierarchy to prevent exactly that kind of chaos. In a hardware switcher, you can't rely on a software interface for a user to just click and choose audio streams on the fly. The logic has to be hard-coded right into the chipset to prevent latency.
Oh, so it's baked right in.
Yep, exactly. So in PIP mode, the large background image gets the sound priority by default, and then in side-by-side two view, the left image gets it.
Wait, so the left always gets the audio?
Yeah, the hardware basically assumes the biggest or leftmost image is your primary focus, and it automatically routes that specific audio track.
That hard-coded logic makes perfect sense for speed. But hold on. If I'm feeding it a 720p signal on the left and, say, a heavy 1080p signal on the right, how does it not drop frames when merging them side by side?
Oh, that is the magic of the built-in scaler.
Is the internal processing really that fast?
It really is. Think of that scaler like a universal translator operating in real time. It doesn't matter what resolution or language the two inputs are speaking. It instantly upscales or downscales them both into a flawless, unified 1080p output at 60 Hz. The monitor never gets confused because it's only ever being handed one perfect translated signal.
Wow. You'd think enforcing those strict audio rules and translating two video feeds on the fly would require some massive, bulky processing unit. But here's where it gets really interesting. This thing is tiny.
Unbelievably small.
Yeah, the metal chassis weighs just 300 grams, and it's 70 by 140 millimeters. It's basically the size of a modern smartphone. You could literally Velcro it to the back of a monitor and completely hide your production footprint.
And despite being small enough to hide, it is actually built for high-end integration. Sure, it has input auto detect and an IR remote, but the standout feature is the RS-232 port.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for anyone building an automated smart studio, this is crucial. You can write simple scripts to control it.
So you don't even need to physically touch the box.
Exactly. Sending text commands like IN1 or PIP directly to the device means you can integrate this into a larger automated broadcast ecosystem without ever needing manual intervention.
So what does this all mean for you, the user? A smart studio-capable hardware switcher sounds like it would just drain the budget, right?
You would definitely think so.
But it is incredibly cost-effective. It is currently priced at just $50. We actually saw a review from a buyer, Marcus C., down in Texas, who used this exactly for that kind of hidden plug-and-play setup.
Oh, the teleprompter setup, right?
Yes, he routed his feeds to a teleprompter. And because of that hard-coded logic we talked about earlier, it worked perfectly with zero software conflicts.
And for a $50 piece of hardware, you still get commercial-grade peace of mind. HDTV Supply includes a standard 1-year warranty with free lifetime tech support.
Which is great for that price point.
Absolutely. But if you are baking this into a mission-critical setup, like Marcus's teleprompter, you can actually extend that to a 3-year warranty for just an extra $35.
That's a solid deal.
It really is. If we connect this to the bigger picture, this little smartphone-sized box is solving some major multitasking headaches. It takes the complexity of multiple inputs and streamlines them physically and logically.
Right, bypassing the need for massive production switchers.
Exactly.
Which leaves us with a final question for you to ponder. If an affordable, compact device can seamlessly merge our physical video feeds like a flawless traffic cop, how might this inspire you to consolidate your own home office or entertainment setup?
That is a great question.
Maybe it's time to move away from a cluttered, multi-monitor desktop and upgrade to a single, hyper-efficient master screen. Something to think about.